Hi everyone, it's Lisa, and today on DoodleDrawArt we're going to draw Ash from Pokemon. I'm going to start off by planning my picture. So he's going to be launching right here, and his body is going to be in behind. So we're going to have a leg here, and then his body will be here, and his other leg, he's going to giving a good push off, I think. So his other leg is off to the side, and then his arm has come across from his shoulder in behind the ball, and then his fingers will be over this way. And then his head, of course, will be right here at the top of his body. So I'm going to place his face here, and his hat here, and his hair will be coming out like this. And his other arm is similar to his leg, is coming out from behind and in this direction, and his fist will be here. So that's just a very rough sketch to help me get an idea for where everything's going to be so that I have enough room for everything. So let's start off with his face, and what I'm going to do is draw a U shape up here that actually has a pointed bottom. So that's the basic shape of his face, down to the chin, and then up to the corner of his jaw, and then up, slightly out, and then coming in. And same thing on the other side, coming slightly out and then in. So you can always refine these lines and use your eraser when necessary. That's why we're using pencil. This is just going to give us the basic outline of his face. Now we're going to place the rest of his face features. So his mouth is open. I'm going to make a nice U shape right here. So this is open mouth and a straight line across the top. And then for the nose, really just a little dot, hardly more than a dot. And his eyes are upside down U's, and the distance from here to here is not very big. So his eyes are very, very close to the edges of his face. So we're going to go up like a U and then back down, square across the bottom. Same thing on the other side. Up like a U and down, and then square across the bottom. So you can look at that and decide if you like the placement of it or not. I see that one of my eyes is bigger than the other, so I'm just going to fix this one. Make the U shape a little bit better. Alright, so far so good. So now what we're going to do is we're going to draw in his eyeballs. So for this eyeball here, we're going to have a tall, skinny U inside this other U. Like this. And the bottom half of this is going to be black. And the top is going to be white. Same thing in the other eye. Tall, skinny U. Bottom half black. Top half white. Just like that. Now on his face, we're going to make some letter Z's. One here. And one over here. And then we're going to draw in his ears. So his ears actually start down here, and they finish lower than his eyes. So right here, we're going to draw one ear, like this. And then we're just going to make like a backwards 3 inside his ear. And on the other side of his face, same thing. The ear is going to finish down close to this corner, like here, and is going to come out from the side of his face like this. And then we'll do like a 3 and maybe just another little line here. Alright, so now we're going to show his ball cap, which is going to come right across his face like a really slow U. So here's his eye. I want the ball cap to stop here. Same thing over on this side, and it's going to go extending a little bit beyond the corners of his face. So that'll help me with the line that I need here. Just like that. And then we'll do the opposite line that goes over the ball cap. Now its cap is quite tall, so right from this corner we're going to go straight up. Same thing on this side, straight up, and then making the brim of it going up and over and down. And now we're going to make the design on his hat with a big deep U, starting here and up. And then inside we'll make the circle, and then the rainbow shape. Just like this. And the edges of this rainbow are straight across. Good. Okay, so now we have to draw his hair. And his hair sticks out from behind his hat. So we're going to have a piece that starts right here. I see this corner and I'm going to come just above it. And I'm going to go out to the side like this. And then in a little bit like this. And then down like this. Aiming for near his ear now here. Then straight out, a smaller one. And then coming in to behind his collar. This will look better once it's colored. Now the same thing here. We're going to put some hair on his forehead. Little piece coming down toward his eye like this, and then back up. This one's skinny, and then a thicker one coming down toward his nose here, and again it's thicker, so we're going to make a line that goes farther away. And then we need eyebrows. So here the first eyebrow is angling in like this, and the second eyebrow is angling the same way. We just can't see it as well because it's behind his hat. Alright, now the other side of his hair. We're going to find the same spot over here, just near the corner. We're going to go up and down, like that. And then we're going to come out to the side, like this. And back in toward his ear, like this. And then just some small, scraggly bits coming out from here. So, out in, little side, bottom, in. Alright, so there we have his hair. And now we're ready to draw in his collar. So from this side here, his collar comes out almost as far as his hair, and it's like a dog bone shape. So we're just going to do like a double L there, and then up. And then we're going to come parallel to his face and down. And we'll draw the top edge of this, coming quite close, just a little slight curve, and then down. Alright, so that's the edge of his hoodie. And we're going to draw in his little collar here. So first we'll have a little black shadow or black shirt underneath. Then we'll have the edge of his hoodie. And this is actually going to connect up right here. Alright, and then we'll just draw the same thing on this side, the little bit of blue hoodie coming up to the side. Alright, so far so good. Now we're going to draw in his arm. So his arm is just here, coming out toward this ball. So we're going to have the shoulder part of his arm, and it's going to be taking the same shape we just left here, a little bit of a curve, and then the sleeve is going to open up this way. It's getting bigger as it gets closer to us. That's something called perspective, and as you see things closer, they seem bigger. So now I'm just making some little folds in his shirt like this, and then it's going to come out to the edge of his t-shirt. Now we're going to curve up like this over his arm, and then we're going to have his long thin arm just coming out from behind here. Alright, so there's his arm in behind the ball, and the rest of his shirt is going to come down like this because it's coming down from his body, and then it's going to curve around like this and up over his other leg. So this is just the bottom edge of his shirt, and it's curving up because of his pose. So let's take the same line over here and let's finish his shirt just coming down like this, and then there's a little wrinkle coming from here, and then a little jut like this coming in again, and then we'll just connect it up. So that might make more sense now. And his shirt actually has a little border on it of yellow, so we're just going to make another line like this to show that. And then there's a button right here inside a square to hold it together. And he also has some pattern down here, which is just light blue coming in like this. Okay, so far so good. Now we're on to his arms and the ball and his legs. So let's do the ball next. It's going to be a nice big circle right where I put it, because that was my plan. And now we'll draw the center. This is the tricky part. Sometimes I don't want to find the center of a circle. I just make sketch marks because that really will help. Then I can draw this middle just around the bullseye, just like that. And then we have a little line here on the inside and a little shadow there. And now we'll do, I think the ball is going to be on an angle. So we're going to draw these lines going out. This is the maybe the gray section here. And the same thing going under here and out. Alright, so now I'll probably have a shadow here, or I'll highlight, and then a darker shadow here that I will show when I'm coloring it in. Great, so now his fingers are just going to stick out on the other side of this ball, so his arm has come around, and this would be his thumb. You can see the line of his glove right there. And then his fingers, so they're going to be going like 1 finger, 2 fingers, pinky showing a little bit, and then 1 in behind. So what I'll do now is I'll just make these into actual fingers like this. And then I'll draw his gloves again too. So 1 here, and 1 here. Alright. Now onto his leg. So this leg here is just coming down behind the ball. Just going to see a little bit of it like this, and then down like here to show the edge of his knee and up. And there'll be a little crease line there, and then we'll see his boot down below. I'm just going to make a U and a U here. And then the outline there. Alright, and now his other leg. So this one I said was coming out to the side, so I'm just going to draw a line this way. And then we're going to see this edge of his leg coming out this way. And his knee is going to curve around like this. And we're not really going to see it all, it's just in behind his hand, but we will see that there's like a line here. Maybe he's got zip-off pants, I'm not sure. You could tell me more about this if you know the answer. Okay, so now his arm that's coming out from behind. This one's farther away, so it's going to look smaller. And it's just angling out like this. And then we're going to see the cuff of his glove. And it's green. And then we're going to draw his fist, which is going to have a bit of a bump here, and then a bigger bump. And then this is like his first knuckle joint. And we're going to come down this way and then up and in, because this is going to now be his finger and his thumb. We're just going to see the edges of those just bumping out from his glove. There. I think we did it. Now what we have to do is add our marker. So I'm going to use my ultra fine point Sharpie to do all of the lines in this piece, and then I might use a little bit of no, I probably won't use my regular Sharpie, but I'll be coloring it in after this, so I'll do this part in time lapse. Here we go. Alright, so I've done all of my outlining, and now I'm going to erase all of these little sketch lines that are left behind. Alright, so I'm all set to color him, and I'm just going to use crayon because that really is my favorite choice of coloring medium. You can use anything that you like, whatever makes you happy. Alright, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed watching me draw and color Ash today from Pokemon, and I would love it if you would comment and rate and subscribe to my channel, and if you have other Pokemon characters that you would like to draw and you'd like me to show you how, you could leave me a comment in the comment section. And if you're on Instagram, I would love it if you would post a picture of your Ash and tag me in it so that I can see it too. Thanks for watching.